Colonel, I've successfully infiltrated the Xbox One, but there's just one problem. What's that, Snake? I'm dummy thick, and the clap of my ass cheeks keeps alerting all the other games on this system. Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. That's a terrible way to open it up, but I hope you're all feeling good today because we're finally going to play Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. It's been a long time coming. The last time I played Metal Gear Solid on the stream was actually, well, I don't remember when I played the MSX game, but I played Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty back in May of 2018. I thought it was 2019 I played that game, but turns out that was over a year ago. So yeah, that's been quite some time. Thankfully, Metal Gear Solid 3 and 2 have been ported to the Xbox One, or more specifically, it's like they've been put through the Xbox 360 backwards compatibility thing. So I can like play it on the Xbox One rather than set up my Xbox 360. I had some issue with the Xbox 360 anyway, where the colours weren't like going through properly. It's kind of hard to explain, but for some reason when I recorded those sessions, the game looked much darker than normal. I don't think that's going to happen here. If you go back and look at like the first couple parts of Liberty, what's it called? Sons of Liberty? Yeah, if you look back at those, then you'll realise inside buildings, it looks really fucking dark. And I tried to fix that. I had no idea what was going on with that, but I think it was something to do with the colour settings of the Xbox 360. I don't know, I'm not really an expert on figuring that shit out. But yeah, let's do some Metal Gear Solid 3. Obviously, I've heard many things about this game. I've heard it's often heralded as like the best in the series, and I believe that. And I'm looking forward to playing through this. I was going to start this earlier tonight. Oh yeah, we've got the MSX games there as well. I didn't finish Metal Gear. I got kind of bored of it because I had to like backtrack and do a bunch of stuff before I could get to the end game. I think you have to like rescue all the soldiers and shit before you get to Metal Gear. Maybe someday I'll play Metal Gear Solid 2, or Metal Gear 2, sorry, that's the sequel MSX game. But yeah, let me just config options. It's weird how blood on and off is an option. Yeah, this is about right. Let me just adjust brightness. Make sure I can actually see shit. Guess that's alright. Right, okay then, let's get started. I'm playing the MGS series for the first time. I like MGS 1, I like MGS 2, I like MGS 3. So, this is, if you've played it before, I guess that means it's hard mode, or I don't know what this means. I like MGS 2. I like both MGS 1 and 2, but I can't select both at the same time, so I'll just do 2.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
Got to have that filter at the ready so I can turn the volume up on in an instant. So, it goes without saying, but I've never played this game before. Same for the other MGS games, so it's going to be a blind playthrough, so please refrain from spoilers and stuff like that, and if I get stuck, I'll ask for help if I need it. Knowing me, I probably get stuck a couple times because I usually get stuck in games when I stream, but yeah.
Flying over Pakistan, altitude 30,000 feet.
Approaching Soviet airspace.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute.
All right. You ready to go?
Drop zone still showing a high pressure mass. Cav okay.
Hi Zachary.
Good. We've got high visibility.
So this was a PlayStation 2 game, wasn't it? The HD port looks pretty good.
Put out that cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector. Put on your mask. Does this panty waste know what he's doing?
Approaching release point.
10 minutes to drop off.
Hey, are you deaf?
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
Sunrise.
What do you think the odds are of Konami content claiming this cutscene? I'd say it's very likely.
Temperature minus 46 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off. Stand up.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
1 minute to drop off. Move to the rear.
Activate bailout model.
This is one for the history books. The world's first Halo jump.
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by. Status okay. All green.
Prepare for drop-off. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread your wings
And fly. God be with you.
Alright, where are we dropping, boys? We going to Tilted Towers? Yeah, I've made that joke before. I apologise. Spin! He has to do that with style, doesn't he? It's like it's not enough for him to just like dive straight down. He's got to do like a fucking somersault spin while he's at it.
Jack, I've got some important news. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the virtuous mission.
Virtual mission?
No, the virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission? Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB 754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov? Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin into orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story, so why do you want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid?
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the West. We used a mole to get the family out first, and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate-range ballistic missiles in Cuba. The President demanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba, and so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov. They wanted us to return Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
At the time, we had no idea. We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handing him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my sight. Then, a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
Yes. He was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision. What's more, it's on the verge of completion.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
No, missiles.
Same technology.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
Is Sokolov still in the facility?
No. According to our intelligence, he's in Selino-Yarsk, a place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
The Virgin Cliffs. Nice name for a virtuous mission.
They moved him there just recently.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of the weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us.
It must be weird watching me stream this and, like, say nothing for, like, 10 minutes straight. I just didn't want to talk over the cutscene, but yeah. So we need to go get Sokolov then, or Sokolov, I don't know which letter goes in which order there. It's kind of hard to remember. So I'll probably suck at, like... I mean, I suck at stealth anyway. I'm not really the best at stealth with games, but...
Your mission is to infiltrate Selino-Yarsk in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the west.
So yeah, I'm not the best with stealth, but I'm going to suck with the aiming controls because they're a bit jank in the old MGS games. Because this was before first-person aiming was, like, sort of like, properly integrated, like, sort of designed to work well with, like, dual analog, if that makes sense. Like, if you watch me play Metal Gear Solid 2, you'll remember that I struggled with that as well.
The recovery point. A recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes.
I can't wait to play Metal Gear Solid 4, where I can basically stream the game and eat a sandwich or something while watching a cutscene, because those cutscenes apparently go on for long.
Take it easy. It's been combat-proof.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
Oh, hey, Tev. welcome to the stream.
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump.
I will be doing
when
Metal
you
Gear
land
Solid
on
4
500
eventually.
pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat talent?
She's equipped with two 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as two 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong,
You'll be eating dinner, breakfast,
and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
You'll be eating snakes as well. Why else do you think this is called Snake Eater? Again, they did a good job with the HD port because it runs really nice and smooth and it looks very clear. Despite being like an old PS2 game. It's kind of weird how we went from like PS2 to PS3/Xbox 360 to Xbox One/PS4. Yeah, for those who didn't watch me start this, this is the Xbox One. Just wanted to show that there just so you could see. Kept you waiting, huh? Yeah, it's just all the same options. Just making sure. So I'm guessing the percentage up there indicates my stealth level. So sneaking like this is a 55% stealth and so on. Interesting. I'm just checking the controls before I move ahead. Balanced nutrition foods. And there's my combat knife. Okay. Right, okay then, I'm ready. Let's do this. Am I actually supposed to climb down there? Yeah. Or am I supposed to find a way around here? Oh, right, it's this way.
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
What, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
You've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training?
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom. Oh, and Snake?
Yeah,
The crew isn't watching anymore. You can take off the disguise now.
good idea. This isn't right. Time for the snake to shed his skin.
Huh. Oh yeah, if you're wondering what I selected when I started the game, I selected that I like MGS2. For anyone who was wondering that didn't see the very beginning. Yeah, not sure why he had that mask to begin with.
But yeah, I'm sure there's a reason for it.
Can you hear me, Major Tom? This is Snake. Kept you waiting, huh?
This will be a
There we go.
sneaking mission.
He said the thing.
You
Roll
must
the
not be
credits.
seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No, there's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Yeah, about the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
To climb a tree, stand in front of a tree that's covered in ivy and press the action button. I'll be monitoring your progress over the radio. We can't risk violating Soviet airspace, but I'll be in the gunship. My frequency is 140.85. I'll give you a call if I need to talk to you.
I'll give you a call
If you
I
need to talk to
you.
me, use the send function.
But it's just the way
Okay,
they
Snake. Go
capitalised
get
the
your
word call
backpack.
there. Alright, here we go. Let's go get my backpack back. Might as well have this equipped already. Tree isn't back over here, is it? Oh, so which button is the action button? Is it the bottom one? I'm using the Xbox controller, so that would be the A button. Oh wait, is it that tree? I can see like markings on it. It's triangle, so it's the top one then, right? Yeah, on the Xbox, the top button, the triangle button would be Y. Yeah, that's got some poison ivy markings on it. So I was asking if it was the top button just to like prevent confusion because I'm not playing up with a DualShock right now. Oh, there it is. Sorry, I didn't. I thought I had to like climb up to the next branch there. I didn't realise the backpack was on this one. All right. Oh, Snake, please. Oh shit. Oh shit. What button is it to answer the call? It's a bit late now, but just for the future. Ah! Oh, it's the select button, right.
The backpack is on the branch pointing east on that tree, right? Walk along the branch and get it. Be careful not to fall. You should be able to grab your backpack if you hang from the branch by pressing the action button.
Alright, thanks for telling me that. I guess there's going to be points later in the game where I'm going to have to like hang to like grab stuff.
I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake. To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out of your backpack. In the survival viewer, choose Weapon from the backpack. Your available weapons will be displayed in a window in the upper left. From that list, choose the weapon you want to equip and press the Enter button. For other equipped items, just do the same thing from Item.
Got it. Use the survival viewer backpack.
Yep, that's right. Survival is fundamental to this mission. After you've been out in the field for a while, your stamina will start to drop. If your stamina gets too low, it'll affect your performance. You won't be able to shoot accurately, for example, and your wounds won't heal as smoothly. Keep an eye on your stamina so you don't run out. To recover lost stamina, you can hunt for local flora and fauna. You can use either your tranquilizer gun or your knife to hunt.
My only weapon is a Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun?
That's right. It's been fitted with its own suppressor. However, the suppressor will deteriorate every time you fire. Once its durability reaches 0, the noise suppression effect will be gone. So don't get too trigger-happy with it. The suppressor's durability is shown in the icon. Any weapons and equipment beyond what you're carrying now, you'll have to find as you go.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
Solo covert actions are standard Fox operating procedure. You can't leave any traces of your presence. No weapons, equipment, footprints, sweat, or bodily waste. The same goes for bullets and cartridges, too. Your presence in enemy territory is already a violation of international conventions of warfare. There aren't supposed to be any American soldiers in Russia. It could spark an international incident. You can't let anyone see you. You can't let the enemy know you're there. This is a stealth mission. You're a ghost, Snake, in every sense of the word. And there'll be no rescue if you're captured. The military and US government will deny any involvement in the affair.
Then I'll just have to take care of myself, huh?
I'm afraid so. You've been given a fake death pill for that purpose. SIS guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert ops like this one be issued a potassium cyanide capsule. Tape it to your body so you can take it when you need to.
How generous of you.
Use it if you're taken prisoner by the enemy. It'll send you into a state of false death for a short time.
Fooling them into thinking that I'm really dead. So how do I come back to life?
Just take the revival pill.
You mean that thing they put in my tooth before the mission?
That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long, nothing will be able to bring you back. Remember that.
I'll keep it in mind. You said this was a solo mission, right?
Right.
I guess that means I can't count on any reinforcements.
Correct. The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army.
Relax. There's a support team ready to back you up over the radio.
Who?
I'll introduce them to you. This time, survival is of utmost importance. The first member of the support team will be in charge of monitoring your physical condition, acting as a medic, so to speak, as well as recording your mission data. She's a member of Fox as well, and she's here on the gunship with me.
She?
Hello, Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you.
Paramedic.
Good name.
As in a medic who comes in by parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
Are you going to tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
Hideo Kojima always comes up with the most fucking weird names.
John Doe.
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
A name means nothing on the battlefield. After a week, no one has a name. What's your name?
Jane Doe.
Very funny.
I wasn't joking, but I'll tell you my name only if you manage to make it back alive. My frequency is 145.73.
She's also in charge of recording your mission data. Whenever you want to save, send a message over the reserved save frequency, 140.96.
So saving lets me record my mission data.
That's right. It also records the state of your health.
Good to know.
There's one more person I want to introduce you to, Snake.
Huh?
Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you? A legendary soldier and your mentor. Actually, it was the boss that got the DCI's authorization in the first place. She's going to be serving as Fox's mission advisor.
Boss is?
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Jack, is that you? How many years has it been?
Boss?
That's right. It's me.
Oh.
Talk to me. Let me hear your voice.
It's been 5 years, 72 days, and 18 hours.
You've lost weight.
You can tell just by the sound of my voice.
Of course I can. I know all about you.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Why'd you disappear on me all of a sudden?
I was on a top-secret mission. You didn't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
No, I taught you everything you needed to know about fighting techniques. I taught you all I could. The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
How to think like a soldier? I can't teach you that. A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique. And the only thing you can learn from someone else is technique. In fact, technique doesn't even matter. What's most important is spirit. Spirit and body are like two sides of a single coin. They're the same thing. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself. Listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be. Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield. And politics are a living thing. They change along with the times. Yesterday's good might be tomorrow's evil.
Is that why you abandoned me?
No, it had nothing to do with you. I already told you, Jack. I was on a top-secret mission. A soldier has to follow whatever orders he's given. It's not his place to question why. But you're looking for a reason to fight. You're a natural-born fighter, but you're not quite a soldier. A soldier is a political tool, nothing more. That's doubly true if he's a career soldier. Right and wrong have no place in his mission. He has no enemies and no friends. Only the mission. You follow the orders you're given. That's what being a soldier is.
I do whatever I have to get the job done. I don't think about politics.
That's not the same thing. Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you. In the end, you have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun. There's a saying in the Orient, loyalty to the end. Do you know what it means?
Being patriotic.
It means devoting yourself to your country.
I follow the president and the top brass. I'm ready to die for them if necessary.
The president and the top brass won't be there forever. Once their terms are up, others will take their place.
I follow the will of the leader, no matter who's in charge.
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who does?
The times. People's values change over time, and so do the leaders of a country. So there's no such thing as an enemy in absolute terms. The enemies we fight are only enemies in relative terms, constantly changing with the times. As long as we have loyalty to the end, there's no point in believing in anything, even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's supposed to think?
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty.
Wasn't this
is the
supposed to be a
mission.
brief introduction to this person and not like a 15-minute cutscene?
What is it?
Call me Snake.
Snake. Oh, right. Your codename is Snake. It suits you well.
That's right. The legendary unit that the boss put together during World War II was a snake. The Cobra unit, a group of heroes that brought the war to an end and saved the world. As long as you've got a legendary hero backing you up, you'll be fine. Isn't that right, Snake?
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have with me. Oh, and one more thing, boss.
Yes?
It's good to hear your voice again.
Same here. After all, who knows if either of us will make it out alive? Snake, you are always best at urban warfare and infiltrating buildings. But this is the jungle. Survival is going to be key. Those CQC techniques I taught you are sure to come in handy.
CQC? Close quarters combat, huh? I've been in the Green Berets for the past few years. I'm probably pretty rusty.
Not to worry. I'll be here to help you remember. After all, this is your first actual survival mission. I'll be supporting you over the radio.
Where are you, boss? Next to the Major?
The boss is communicating with us by radio from aboard a Permit-class submarine in the Arctic Ocean.
My frequency is 141.80. Call me if you need my advice on battle techniques.
Gotcha.
Your mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov. Dr. Sokolov is being held in an abandoned factory located to the north of your current position. Avoid heavy combat and don't let anyone see you. Don't forget that this is a stealth mission.
Alright, well, first thing I'm going to do is save the game, because I've been playing for like 40 minutes now.
Remember some of the basics of CQC.
We're coming up to 40. More like 35. 30-ish. Yeah, didn't this game get ported to the 3DS at some point?
Commencing virtuous mission now.
Actually, the first thing I'm going to do is configure my backpack items, and then I'm going to save. So yeah, I guess there's like a weight system, so I can't like hold too much stuff. I remember the directional mic from MGS2. Not sure what that does, but I guess all this stuff is already out. Which one is not out right now? Oh no, I have that out. See, it says 7 of 8, so I'm assuming I've got one thing that's not like actually out at the moment. I don't know what it is. Never mind.
Saving the game, Snake?
Right, okay then. Save, and finally save my game.
Hey, Snake, you ever heard of Godzilla, King of Monsters?
No, what is it?
What a weird
It's a movie.
question.
You haven't seen it?
Nope.
It's about this monster called Godzilla, who grows to an enormous size in a nuclear test and goes on a rampage in Tokyo.
Nuclear test, huh? Then the Marshall Islands must be crawling with giant monsters right about now.
It's just make-believe.
I've never seen the
Maybe
original
that's why my
Godzilla
pants
movie,
have been
actually.
so tight lately.
Snake, it's a movie, not a report out of Los Alamos.
I know. So then what happened?
Godzilla is immune to all weapons, and humanity has no way to stop the monster. Dr. Shirazawa develops a new type of weapon, but meanwhile, Godzilla is getting closer and closer to Tokyo, obliterating everything in its path. It was originally a Japanese movie, but they made an American version, too. I recommend seeing the original Japanese one if you ever get the chance. It's mostly mindless fun, but it's also got a serious anti-nuke message as well.
Where can I see the original?
You'll just have to go to Japan.
Really? That's too bad.
Well, if you wait 40 years, you might be able to see it in America, too.
Why's that?
2004 will be Godzilla's 50th birthday.
You think they're still going to be making Godzilla movies then?
Of course! Everybody loves Godzilla.
You sure know a lot about movies.
I don't suppose you're the movie-watching type, are you?
Not really.
Okay, then I'll tell you everything I know. When the going gets tough, movies can save your life. It's always good to be able to look at things from a different perspective when you get in a jam. That's the magic of movies.
No kidding. Well, I guess it might at least make a nice distraction.
That's the spirit, Snake. Have a little fun.
Did they just foreshadow the really shitty American Godzilla movie that they made at some point? Oh, controller please. Yeah, this happens sometimes. That might pop up from time to time. Oh, there's a snake. Shit, how do I use weapons again? Press X to slash. Accept. Oh. I was trying to press the PlayStation X button. It's the Xbox X button. Okay, I picked up I've got snake rations. Call paramedic. Yeah, I've probably walked into a 20-minute cutscene, so we're a bit late for that. Oh, never mind.
I see you've captured a giant anaconda. The giant anaconda is believed to be the largest snake in the world in terms of weight and diameter. It's not poisonous, but its large size makes it extremely powerful. They say it even eats crocodiles. Its only natural predator is man.
And snake.
And snake. The giant anaconda is a very large snake, but you should be able to capture it alive using the tranquilizer gun.
Got it. So how does it taste?
I knew you were going to ask me that.
Glad I didn't disappoint you. So?
Well, the guide says it tastes all right.
Good. I'll have to try some.
Ugh.
Yeah, I'll try some when I need to heal myself. apparently frogs' legs taste like chicken. Like, you know how in France they eat frogs' legs? Apparently that's what that tastes like. Uh-oh. I don't know if... Oh. Yeah, I think I made a mistake. I was trying to avoid the alligator that was just sitting there. I'm off to a good start. Yeah, by the time I realised that was quicksand, it was a little bit too late to go back onto mainlands. Yep, was certainly sitting the right man for the job. Highly trained professional. Yeah, there's an alligator right there. Shit, how do you do this again? There we go. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, there's one behind me. Really? I thought you were sleeping though. Oh, there's something sitting there. Shit. See if I hold down the fire button and not release it, how do I cancel my shot? So, for some reason Snake turned like 180 degrees there, so I was forced to shoot. Yeah, fuck you. I don't know if that's a different kind of snake.
Captured a giant anaconda.
Oh, it's the same.
The giant anaconda is believed to be
Yeah.
the largest.
Okay, thanks. I thought that was a different kind of snake, that's why I tried to call her. You pressed the right stick. Did I? If you're talking about this is the R button, or R1 if you're thinking about PlayStation. Or RB on the Xbox controller. I wish all controllers had like a unified button system so I wouldn't get confused trying to like remember what button is what if I'm trying to tell you what button is on the PlayStation.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s and grenades.
Snake, your presence in Soviet territory is already a violation of international law. We can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission. Got that?
The Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen. The success of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage. Change your camouflage by selecting Camouflage from the Survival Viewer. The Uniform option lets you pick your uniform, while the Face option lets you change your face paint. Choosing camouflage that blends in with your surroundings will help you conceal yourself more effectively. Also, don't forget that anything that moves will stand out in the jungle. If you just stand up and run around like an idiot, you're bound to be spotted. But if you crawl instead, you should be able to sneak by without being noticed. You can see how effective your camouflage is by looking at the camo index.
Yeah,
The
I
camo
saw that.
index shows how well your current camouflage blends in with the surrounding area. The higher the value, the harder you are to spot, and vice versa. The key is to make yourself one with nature. Keep that in mind as you go along, okay?
Also, I can't help but feel the game is calling out my inability to play stealth games. Don't just stand around and run like an idiot, Snake. Where's the survival thingy? Oh, right, it's there. Camouflage. Negative 5%. Yeah, that kind of works. In the 3DS version, you could use photos and pictures as pasted camo. A photo of Luigi would give you 100%. Hopefully it doesn't get too close. Yeah, turn around please. So that I can trank you in the back.
Huh?
Fuck! Oh!
I hear something.
What was that noise? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Damn it, hitboxes. Yeah, I forgot I had the knife on and not the gun. I should have swapped back to it. Yeah, it's going to take me a while to get used to... Oh yeah, that's right, if you press the trigger like that, you can unequip and re-equip quickly. Let's see what's hiding up here. Or I suppose I could use this for stealth. Yeah, okay then. How do you reload again? What button? Just give me the PlayStation button and I'll figure it out. Like, if I'm holding the gun, what button is the reload button? Because I don't know how many shots I've got left. Circle button? I think it's... No, it's definitely not the circle button, that's the fire button. Uh-oh. Again, the game's calling me out at my bad playing at video games. Ah! Okay. Sorry, I need to concentrate. Yeah, we certainly selected the right man for the job, don't worry about it. I think something's about to go down, or we're just transitioning. to the next area. Reloading can be done by unequipping and re-equipping. Oh yeah, that you could do that in MGS2 as well, couldn't you? It's cool that you can... Yeah, it's cool that you can hold down the RB button to see that smile on Snake's face. But yeah, that cutscene has two perspectives, like a video game perspective and a binoculars perspective. And you hold the RB button to see the binocular vision. Sorry, I'm just trying to remember how to crouch. This is one of those kind of games where it takes me a while to remember how you do certain things. Where was that guy I just saw just now? Oh, there he is. But he blends in with the environment well. Right in the face. Should I even bother at this point? Yep. Good thing they can't see more than 30 feet in front of them. Fuck it. I hit them right. But I didn't hit them in the head, so it'll take a moment for them to... Oh, shit. Yep, there they go. Oh, Jesus. Uh-oh. I almost pressed the A button. Oh, come on. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't run. Surprisingly easy to fall off the side there. But yeah, I almost pressed the A button, and I'm pretty sure based off the moment with the branch, the A button makes me dismount. Achaka! Really? Okay, now he's asleep. Try to sneak up on someone. Can you give me the button I need to press to, like, do something to them? Because something tells me I'm going to press the wrong button and it'll just be, like, me sucking at video games as usual. Like, what do you want me to do to them once I sneak up to them? Hold your gun up to them. Oh yeah, you can do that in MGS2 as well, can't you? You can, like, hold them at gunpoint.
Being held. This place is a dump.
I forgot about that. Just sneak up to the back, hold the gun, and then you're like, freeze!
Sokolov from here.
Did I go past the beehive? I didn't see it. I saw it in the cutscene, I just couldn't see it during gameplay.
There are sentries.
So yeah, I kinda missed that opportunity, sorry.
I wonder how many are inside.
I don't know if there's going to be any other beehives lying around as I play this.
Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be holding him in a room in the northeast section.
Northeast section. Got it.
Be careful. Your mission is to bring Sokolov back alive.
Excuse me.
He must not be exposed to any kind of danger. Do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
And that is?
Sorry for being so late.
Is that all?
Yes.
Understood. Beginning my approach to the target.
This will test what you learned. Oh, I can't wait to die 5 times. Or get caught 50 times. Whichever happens first. So I've got a question. That little bar below my health bar that's like 4 chunks, is that my stamina? Alright, good to know that's my stamina. Still got plenty left. Y and X, right, okay. So yeah, I'm sure as I play this, like, whenever I played Metal Gear Solid or Metal Gear Solid 2, the worst part of the gameplay was just like the first few hours of the game. So I was like getting used to the controls, and I haven't played Metal Gear Solid 2 since like 2018. So at least I have the excuse to fall back on that I haven't like played it recently. Even though I'm at 75% right now, I don't know if he's going to see me here. Gonna play it safe there. You can super sneak with the D-pad. Oh, you can? Right, okay, you can go even slower with that. That's cool that it goes into first person when you're going through the grass. Top tier immersive experience. The super sneaking is completely silent. I'll keep that one in mind then. Look at me, I'm actually doing stealth. I think I just saw somebody there. Yeah, there's a guy there. Oh shit. Uh-oh. I don't know who just saw me just now. Oh, did somebody find the guy I tranked? Yeah, I should have dragged him into the grass. Oh, no! Sorry, I pressed the wrong button. I tried to slash the snake and I fucking stand up. Yeah, fuck this shit, I'm going in. Well, that guy's still sleeping. Not sure if I can see that name properly. Mongo285101, thank you very much for following on Twitch.
Who's that?
Damn it, I didn't see him. Well, time to be DSP all over again. Yeah. Stop getting stuck on walls and hides. I've got 90% camouflage, so I should be good.
Huh?
Nobody's here.
Is that him?
Ah! I thought I had the gun equipped. I was trying to shoot him. Once again, just DSPing it up here. Can I just play the whole game like this, to be honest? Because I fucking suck at stealth. Can't even tell if I can jump over that, I guess not. Yeah, just shoot me. Just kill me. I want to try this part again. Yeah, thanks for calling me while I'm dying. I'm just gonna let them kill me so I can try this one more time. Yeah, I suck at this game. So what else is new? The action button, so it's the top face button. I was trying to press the bottom face button. Sorry, I'm trying to remember how to, like, get into prone position. And then I have to, like, press the bottom button twice to, like, get back into standing position. It's a bit confusing. Again, I'll get used to it. It's just going to take a little bit of time to do so. I love pressing the wrong button. I don't know if I'm supposed to go on the roof, but let's do that anyway. I found some possible items I can pick up.
Who's that?
Are you kidding me? Ah! What are they shooting at? Oh, good. Turns out I was facing the wrong way the entire time, because of course I was. No idea what that was, I just picked up. Medpack, I guess? I know I'm dying. Just, part of me just wants to restart this. But not before I kick his fucking arse. Yeah, just, kill me. I'm not happy with that. I want to try again. If I don't practice now, I'm never gonna get fucking good at this game. Yeah, I didn't think that guy was gonna be able to see me from the roof there, but I guess I didn't have the right camo for the roof. Maybe I should have used brick. I didn't think about that at the time.
Just my imagination.
Okay, so that's how you unequip that. Like, if you're like... I had the bullet prepped, but I didn't release the button, but if you press the trigger, you can unequip the gun before firing. That's good to know. You'd recommend going with a revised camera? How do you do that? I thought this was the intended way to play the game. R3. This one? Yeah, yeah, this is way better actually. You probably noticed that I was trying to like turn the camera around like a conventional video game, and it wasn't working. Like when I was doing this, it was like going all over the place. But no, this is more like what I'm looking for. So I can actually see what the fuck is around me while I'm stealthing. Alright, we're on our way. Like once I get on the roof, I'm gonna change to the brick camo. And hopefully they don't see me standing up there. Oh, right. I hear footsteps. That might be inside the building itself. Can I sneak through the grates? Not entirely sure if you're allowed to do that, but I can see them. Don't know if this would work better for brick. Yeah, this is going to happen from time to time. I don't know if it's my Xbox controller or what, but it just randomly cuts off. It's not like the controller fully disconnects, it just does that for some reason. Oh, it gives you the values next to the names. I didn't see that, so... Yeah, square's probably the best one. Because this building's kind of brownish. Right, what I should do, actually, before we continue, is do a quick save here. At least if I die, I guess I would start here again, or I can just load the save back to this point.
Do you want to save?
When I get inside the building, grab the med supplies, and then look for Sokolov, or Solokov, whichever one it is.
Snake, do you know the creature from the Black Lagoon?
Nope, never heard of it.
These scientists are investigating a place deep in the Amazon called the Black Lagoon, and they get picked off one after the other by this fishman thing. And there was this scene when the heroine is going for a swim, and the creature sneaks up on her from underwater. Oh, I thought my heart was going to stop. I mean, of course, the 3D effects in It Came from Outer Space were a lot more intense, but...
It wouldn't be referring to you coming from outer space, would it?
How How rude! Why do you say that?
Because no one on Earth could be as charming as you.
Wow.
Fine. I'll just get to the point, Snake. Be careful of what's around you when you're in the water. Just imagining you swimming in those jungle rivers makes me think of you being attacked by a fishman.
I appreciate the concern.
Fishmen aren't the only things that'll attack you in the water. Really be careful out there.
Okay.
And don't be attacking any pretty girls going for a swim, either.
Are you calling me a fishman?
You started it.
Fair enough, I guess. So yeah, I'm not much of a movie person, but I do know about the creature from the Black Lagoon. Yeah, this camera is way better. Holy shit. Whose footprints are these? Stand up. Where did that third guy go? I'm gonna go into super stealth mode. Yeah, it's kinda hard to remember that you have to press X twice to go from prone to like standing. I'm doing a bit better so far. Yeah, I had a feeling they wouldn't like be permanently asleep. But it'll give me like a couple minutes to breathe easy. No idea where that guy went. I guess he went down in this direction. This is the part where I'm gonna get caught, isn't it? You didn't see anything. No one's here. Uh-oh.
What's wrong?
I can't fucking see. Oh, it is. Ah! I don't want to make noise. Well, I've got the super sneaky thing, so I guess that works. Please move. Stop being so dummy thick and getting stuck on the side there, please. Right, okay.
Huh? What was that?
I was just using the D-pad sneaking. Are you for fucking real this time? Wow, good video game design, Hideo Kojima. Can't fucking shoot the bullet through that tiny gap. Okay. I guess that makes sense. What the fuck am I being fired? Oh, right, he's behind the bush. How do I do that forward roll? I don't even know what I'm doing. Wow, did somebody just grenade me? Do I start back from that part where I saved? Or do I have to do this whole thing again? Oh, I have to do the whole thing again. Good.
I'm seeing things.
Trying to get it right on his head. There we go. I'm not going to be reading the chat too much if you're wondering why I didn't do what you told me to do.
Huh? Who was that?
Get up there, please. X while running. Oh. I found myself in a very good position. Oh,
The enemy is close by.
no, he's not. Return to your position, please.
What's wrong?
Yeah, I guess the silencer on this is almost busted now, since he heard that. Apparently that gives you plus 10 for some reason. Okay, that doesn't really change anything. There we go. Piece of shit. I hope he was the only one.
What's wrong?
Nice, I've got more bullets. Where's that other guy? I heard him. Kicks a pebble. What was that noise? I like how the body's like being propped up a bit. Okay, now he's dead. Might as well keep him dead. Right, well thank god I found some more trank bullets because I was running low. Is there any way to fix the what do you call it? The silencer on this pistol, or is it just fucked now? Yeah, I can't hear anyone. Also, I'm trying to walk forward, like I'm holding forward, nothing's happening. Might as well wait for the caution to run out, just another 30 seconds. I'm not in any immediate danger, at least, like that guy has been completely killed. What I should probably do though is move his body. How does one move bodies in this? Because I am trying things. Oh. Shouldn't be trying that though. Can I only move it when he's like tranked? Hold the circle button. Alright, thank you. Yeah, the game doesn't tell me about that, does it? 40 minutes of cutscenes, but it doesn't mention that. Oh yeah, you can pick up and drop enemies to get shit. Do you have a ration on you? Sometimes they'll drop a couple things. I hear someone nearby. At least I thought I heard somebody walking there. he's doing what do you call that exercise where you work on your feet like that, your legs? He's doing whatever that is. Yeah, the footsteps are behind that wall, so it's not over here. You can push the barrel. Oh, I see. Yeah, you can roll it down the stairs. No point doing that at this moment, but if somebody's like trying to get to me, then yeah, I could do that. I was hoping whoever is over there would be in view so that I could shoot him. Actually, hang on a minute. I might be able to shoot through there. Possibly. I mean, considering I tried to shoot through like a small gate earlier and it didn't work, I'm not entirely sure. The only reason I'm not moving is because I hear footsteps and I don't want to like run into somebody. I'm kind of worried. That said, I'm going to at least pick this up. And then promptly get caught. Wow, 12 gauge shotgun already? That was quick. Just make sure I still have my pistol ready. Yeah, sometimes I find myself getting stuck a lot. Like, physically. Like, sometimes I try walking forward, but because my legs are in a weird position, I can't move any further than I am. Yeah, I'm not taking any chances on that. Like, I hit him on the body and he was gonna, like, fall asleep anyway, but didn't want him to approach me. Shit. Keep forgetting that.
Who's that?
Good. Yeah, fuck you, and oh my god. Okay, I wasn't expecting it to explode. That's bad for me though.
I see him.
I know I'm supposed to rescue Sokolov, but I don't know where he is. I thought he was in that building. Unless I have to go through the grates, I don't know. He is in that building. Why am I getting a serious case of deja vu right now? I've never played this game before.
Huh? Is that him?
Is that him? Oh, come on. Oh my god. Fucking body slammed. Oh wait, do I have to go in my backpack and put it on? One moment. Oh, I get what the 7 out of 8 means. You can only hold up to 8 things at once. Right, that makes sense. Bug juice. Wait, where is that? Life medicine? Yeah, sure, let's do that. Oh, right, yeah. That's how that works. Yeah, stab him in the dick.
He's over there. I see him.
It still worked anyway, even though he cancelled that. If I crouch, I can do it quicker. There we go. Yeah, I tried my best. I tried like, what, 4 times to not get caught. Fuck it. Alright, he's dead. Rat! Yeah, nice try. Apparently somebody else saw me there. Oh. Wow, they just keep coming, don't they? Oh, okay, so that's how you get in here. Yep, you can kill rats as well. You can get rat rations in this game. There's a snake. After all the shit I went through, I'm gonna need some snake rations.
Lost sight of the enemy. He's here somewhere. Find him.
Yeah, I didn't realise the entrance was like all the way back there. But I finally found it. Rat rations. In fact, you know what? Why don't we call... Who is it again? Paramedic?
I see you caught yourself a reticulated python. The reticulated python is said to be the longest snake in the world. The biggest ones can grow up to 10 meters in length. Although they're not poisonous, they're still very dangerous, so be careful around them. They have a highly ferocious temperament, and they can swallow whole, even large animals like deer and pigs. Their most distinguishing feature is the mesh pattern of their scales. This pattern acts as a highly effective natural camouflage. If you think there might be a reticulated python about, pay close attention to your surroundings. Otherwise, you could get bitten before you even know it's there. It's a huge snake, but you should be able to capture it alive by using the tranquilizer gun. I'll bet if you capture one and throw it at an enemy, it'll give him a good scare.
Right. But how do they taste?
Huh?
Do they taste good?
You're actually going to eat one.
Why else would I be asking?
Cannibal.
What was that?
Nothing. Let's see what the guide says. Ah, you're in luck. It says they taste pretty good.
Good. I can hardly wait.
This is a weird conversation.
How do they taste? I gotta cut back on those snakes. I'm eating so many of them, they're making me tummy thick. Colonel.
Yeah, fuck you. Give me that. Did she tell me about snake rats, or I guess we'll find out.
I see you cut yourself a rat.
Oh, she does.
The rats in that area are the descendants of wild Norway rats that were domesticated by humans as pets and lab animals. They're not poisonous, and I don't think they'll attack you, but they're quick little creatures, so you might have a hard time catching one.
So how do they taste?
Snake.
What?
They're rats.
I know what they are. Do they taste okay?
The guide says they're not that bad.
Good enough for me.
Ugh.
But aren't they like riddled with like plague and disease and shit? Just another minute. Oh, never mind. I guess they found, like, dead bodies.
What's wrong?
Yeah, I'm kind of worried to come out any of these grates. The fuck was that? Yeah, there's a couple people there. Oh wait, is that me? Is that me being hungry? Hang on. I need to eat something. Shit. Sorry, I pressed the wrong button. I need to go into my backpack and select snack. Wait, where do I get my snakes from? Where are they? For some reason, snakes are in the weapons segment. I mean, I guess you could use snakes to like, distract people, but I'm talking about rations. How do I eat? Because I can't, like, do the ration thing, and it tells me how to throw it, not eat. In your menu, there's a tab called Food. Oh. Calorie mate. Taste unknown. Right, let's eat one of those pythons. There we go. Right, I need to find a way out of here that won't get me caught. Is this where I'm supposed to go? Can I open these? I think the guy is above me. Yeah, I had a feeling that was Sokolov. I just don't... How do I open this? Am I supposed to open it from here, or am I supposed to, like, get inside another way? At least I know roughly where he is now. You cannot open it. Right, so I just need to go around and find a way in from above. Would have been nice if I could sneak in from underneath, but I can't do that. I'm gonna wait for this caution to run out before I leave.
HQ. This is HQ. Patrol here. Unable to locate the problem. Understood. Return to your position. What's wrong?
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that silencer is completely busted now.
Patrol here. We're under fire. Enemy position unknown. Commencing alert.
Please jump over there.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra
God damn it.
Who's that?
Okay then.
This is HQ.
I forgot which button I pressed that lets me do that really cool body slam. It's that one. Yeah, I guess I need to find a key or something. Oh, wrong button.
Major, I'm in front of Sokolov's cell, but the door won't open.
Hold on, Snake. What's the current condition?
Condition?
Yeah, what phase is it now?
Evasion.
Exactly. I already said you can't contact Sokolov during battle. Don't you listen to people when they're talking? Well, anyway, the reason that door won't open is probably because Sokolov is blocking it himself. He's scared, and no wonder. In order to break Sokolov out of there, you'll need his cooperation as well. So stop scaring him. Contact Sokolov later after you've disengaged the enemy. Once things have stabilized, try it again. Got it?
Unfortunately, I'm not in a good position to escape people. Oh, I'm sure I sure love being unable to remember how to play a video game. It's not the most elegant of solutions, but it works. Okay then. H. Right, finally. God, how long did that take me? Like half an hour just to get through that? Now I can set the controller down and watch for a little bit.
You must be Sokolov.
Are you one of Volgin's men? You'll never get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
Yeah. I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Zero?
I have a message from him.
What is it?
He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Did he now?
What does it mean?
It means he's a man of his word. But we've got no time for this. You have to get me out of here before they arrive.
Who's they?
Colonel Volgin of Gru. You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? Never heard of him.
He's a member of the Army's extremist faction, a man who seeks to seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West. Despite resistance and criticism from hawks in the army and the provincial authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
President Kennedy's assassination.
Precisely. In a sense, Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel Volgin of the GRU. He has control over another secret weapons research facility much like this one, OKB-812, known as the Granin Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans. But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power. The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Then, the soldiers outside.
Exactly. They wouldn't need that many men just to keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me. Even if it meant killing me in the process, or so it would seem. Volgin will come. I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
Leave it to me.
I do like that the current camo I'm wearing is in the cutscene. I like it when
By
games
the
do that.
way, your Russian is superb. Where did you learn to speak it?
From my mentor.
Is that so? America is truly a frightening country.
Having second thoughts?
No. I have no love for this place. Let's go.
Major, this is Snake. Sokolov is safe with me. He's doing fine. No injuries.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous with you there.
Roger.
What about the sentries?
I had to kill them. There was no other way. But no one will know we were involved.
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact with the boss some time ago.
What happened?
It's probably just a weak signal. Just hurry and get Sokolov out of there.
Yeah, I noticed the dialogue was a bit different there because I killed like 1,000,000 soldiers. Nice little attention to detail, I guess. Funny how all the dead bodies are no longer there though. I know Kung Fu! What the fuck is he doing? It looked like he was trying to summon a fucking spirit bomb or something. With the way his hands were, like, not a spirit bomb, what do you call it? A Kamehameha? Started with his arms crossed like a kung fu pose, and then he balled his hands together for some reason. I told you I suck at video games, I got caught again. Even when I'm not playing video games, I suck at video games. Has DSP ever played MGS3? I know he played MGS2, but I don't know about this one. Oh shit, is that who I think it is? Yep.
Huh? We meet at last.
It's Revolver. Revolving Revolver Ocelot.
From the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz. Huh. What's a GRU soldier doing here?
Soldier?
He's the Ocelot commander.
Ha! That's Major Ocelot to you.
Young Ocelot.
And don't you forget it.
Yeah, he's not Revolver Ocelot, but he's the same person.
Now get out of here.
And Ocelot never lets his prey escape.
What?
Wow. Nice shooting, Tex. Wow, fucking god tier aiming. But yeah, I've seen the Smash Bros. Spirit for this version of Ocelot when I played Smash Bros. Ultimate.
I can't say it feels good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the GRU.
Sokolov, take cover.
Huh.
You're not the boss, are you?
Excuse me?
Crew operatives!
What is that stance? Huh. That gun. If you're not the boss, then die.
Major,
Off he goes.
leave it. Shoot the other one. Whoa!
I mean, it doesn't matter if I'm a stealth god at this video game. I have to kill people regardless. I have to kill these guys. Yeah, you see? You know those, like, Super Mario Bros. Without collecting coin challenges? Well, what about Metal Gear Solid 3 without killing anyone? The answer is no. Because of this cutscene. There goes his dinky ocelot, revolver, sorry. I don't know why my brain went to ocelot and not revolver.
Impossible. You ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do, but testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
You filthy American dog!
Yeah, it's not really a revolver he's holding, but yeah. Just like some random tiny pistol pea shooter thing.
But that was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
I wish cutscenes didn't have vibration though, because I like to set the controller down on the table. But then a bunch of action happens and it's like brrrr. So I just have to like hold the controller the entire time in case shit like that happens. Yeah, there's like a million dead people there and just one unconscious ocelot.
Major, do you read me?
I read you. Snake, you alright?
I've run into a few snags. These guys were after Sokolov too. Apparently they were taking orders from a GRU colonel named Volgan.
A GRU colonel?
Part of an internal Soviet power struggle, according to Sokolov. Something between the KGB and GRU. Between Khrushchev's supporters.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Ocelot's in the first game.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I don't like it. Something about the whole thing stinks.
I agree. You'd better hurry.
Sokolov.
Yeah, he is in the first game. I had to think about it. He's definitely in that. He's a boss fight in that one. Well, I didn't technically kill them, they're just like unconscious, but... Oh well. Time to finish the deed. Wow, he took a lot of nice slashes. You know what? What happens if I kill Ocelot? Is it mission over if I do that? Oh my god. Nice achievement.
What have you done? You changed the future.
a time paradox.
What? Excuse me? I wasn't expecting that. You created a time paradox! Now let's go. Let me kill all the other soldiers and then I'll go look for Sokolov. That's amazing, I love that. Oh, he's still alive. Fucking genius Kajumbo with his weird ideas. That reminds me of what happens in South Park, the future, what's that game called? The Fractured Butthole? Where if you do something very early in the game, you get like the end credits because you fucked up and did something you weren't supposed to do. And you get like a premature ending. Although that technically wasn't an ending, it was a game over, but the achievement says otherwise. I don't know which direction Sokolov went. I guess he went back into the jungle. I don't think he'd be hanging around this building anymore. There's a map. Oh yeah, there is a map. Is there a like, see the very top right corner there? Is that like another place that I can go, or is that a dead end? Because I don't see a solid white line there, so I guess I can go that way. Destination under info. Oh, right, okay, so I'm supposed to leave this place. You know, I should probably save the game before we do that. If I can remember what button brings up the codec. Right, okay then. Let's save.
Do you want to save?
And we can learn about another movie that she's seen that I've not. That was quite a fun moment there that we just had.
Snake, have you heard of It Came from Outer Space?
Yeah, you told me already.
So this astronomer sees a meteor, but it's really an alien spaceship, right? And the aliens start replacing the townspeople with clones and forcing them to help repair the ship. The 3D effects were quite realistic.
I've got all the real I can handle here in the jungle.
No, you don't get it. Precisely because it's realistic, with the images jumping out of the screen at you. It makes for a nice escape from reality. I have to admit it made my eyes tired, but it was really intense. Unfortunately, they don't make very many of those movies anymore.
When did it come out?
I was still in college, so probably about 10 years ago.
Guess I'm out of luck then.
You know, they're coming out with household versions of video cassette recorders. One day you'll be able to see old movies anytime you want. It'll be like having a movie theater in your own home.
Really?
It's like if you had a record with movie film etched onto it instead of music. It'll work the same way.
You're kidding.
No, really. And someday they might make movies where you control the characters yourself.
Sounds like magic.
It'll happen. Make sure you stay alive to see it, Snake.
Holy shit, we're going next level meta here. And then Death Stranding happened, and it was like more movie than video game.
You okay? Those men were from the Ocelot unit.
Spetsnaz?
Yes. The best crew has to offer. They're coming for me. I'm finished!
Calm down. I'll get you out of here, I promise. And we've got some of the best backup we could ask for.
Look.
Yeah, I was going to comment on his delivery of I'm finished, but I didn't want to.
Yes.
I didn't want
The
to like talk
Shagog.
over the cutscenes.
The treading behemoth. A tank capable of launching nuclear IRBM.
It can launch nuclear missiles from that kind of terrain.
Oh, yes. And without support from friendly units.
A nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating solo.
Metal Gear.
Is that thing finished?
No, this is only the end of Phase 1. It won't be truly finished until we complete Phase 2.
Phase 2.
The weapon's true form. If it is completed and the Colonel gets his hands on it, it will mean the end of the Cold War.
The end of the Cold War?
Yes.
Stop repeating things, Snake. This
And
isn't an
then the
anime.
Age of Fear will truly begin.
A world war.
Wow.
I had no choice but to cooperate.
I guess it's like a psychological tick, like he has to say everything at the end of the sentence.
Child again in America. Please.
Child again in America.
Take me to America. Quickly.
Take me to America.
They cannot complete it without my help.
Got it. Let's go.
Wow, he said something different for once. That caught me completely off guard. I ain't finished! Maybe I'll have to add that to my soundboard. Alongside... Where is it? Alongside...
A dud.
It is. I still have that sound from when I played Metal Gear Solid 2. Very rarely use it, but once in a while there's an opportunity to use that. Who dis? Oh, it's the boss.
Boss?
Jesus. Yeah, do you think that's necessary in the middle of a rickety bridge?
Good work, Jack.
What are you doing here?
Sokolov comes with me.
That's a lot of bees. Oh god, not the bees. Not the bees!
Hornets.
Excuse me? Vamp, is that you? Wait, what? What's happening exactly? I'm already lost. Again, Genius Kojumbo at work. Welcome to Metal Gear, yeah, pretty much. This is the Metal Gear experience right here. B-Man.
My friends, let us fight together again.
I have waited long for this day.
I was not expecting that voice to come out of that body.
Fight with you once more.
I feel like the voices should be swapped for those two.
Welcome back, boss.
Oh my
Now that all
god.
5 of us are together, it's time we go to the depths of hell itself.
You know, I'm glad I'm going into this blind because I get to like genuinely react to things I've never seen before. The only part of this game that I don't know if you can even call it a spoiler, like the only thing I know about is the ladder scene. That's about all I've seen of this game. So yeah, we're pretty much seeing the rogues gallery of upcoming bosses. They've done this in the first 2 games as well, or they did it in the second game. I don't remember if they did it in the first game, but the second game we get to see like all the bosses we'll be fighting.
Kuwabara, Kuwabara.
That's the leader of Gru, isn't it?
Ah, what a joyful scene.
Colonel Vogan.
Welcome to my country.
Colonel.
And to my unit.
Boss, what is this?
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Sokolov is a little gift from my new hosts.
Recoilless nuclear warheads.
Was he gonna drop that too? Oh, never mind.
These will make a fine gift for me.
This can't be happening.
Who is he? Another one of your disciples? Are we taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. Too pure for us Cobras. He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
What are you talking about?
Think you can pull the trigger?
Nani? Just fucking rip the top half of the gun off, sure. Ouch.
He's seen my face. We can't let him live. If Khrushchev finds out about this, we're finished. He must die.
Wait. He's my apprentice. I'll take care of him. Jack, you can't come with us.
She's gonna throw him over the bridge, isn't she? Or not. Oh wait, no, she is, right, okay. I thought she was just gonna incapacitate him, but no, yeah, she did do that. Mummy, how could you?
The new blood has been rejected.
Did he grab her headband? I didn't even notice.
Are we done here?
Now, onto Sokolov's research facility.
Shagohod is ours.
Drift away. My place is with them now.
I've got a question actually. That time where I picked up the shotgun, did I die on that attempt or did I get that to Sokolov? Because I don't remember if I have the shotgun with me. It doesn't matter. Oh, okay then, so I don't have any weapons with me. Guess I should have used it when I had the chance.
Snake, can you hear me?
Yeah. Just barely.
Snake, listen to me. You need emergency medical treatment. Can you move? You've got to get those wounds treated. Hang in there. All right, let's get you fixed up. Paramedic?
Okay, Snake. Just relax and it'll all be over before you know it.
Oh, by the way, have you seen Godzilla, King of the Monsters?
Stay with me. I've seen people in worse shape before. Think you can handle it?
Major. The boss. She's defected.
We'll talk about that later. First, we've got to get you patched up.
Okay, here we go. First, open the survival viewer with the start button. If you select cure, you can start the treatment. Healing is divided into treatment using medicine with the item window button and surgical treatment using the weapon window button. Your injuries include a fractured left elbow and rib bone and lacerations on your upper arms, right elbow, and abdomen. They need to be fixed using surgical treatment.
Am I going to perform self-surgery now?
Move
Holy
the
shit.
healing cursor with the left stick to the affected part of your body. Once you've selected the affected area, hold the weapon window button and use the left stick to select the medical item and then press the enter button. With this method, you can use items to help your recovery process. To treat a bone fracture, first secure the affected area with a fastener and then wrap it in bandages. That should do it. For lacerations, you'll need disinfectant to clean the wound, sutures to stitch it up, styptic to slow the flow of blood, and bandages to wrap the wound. If you do everything I mentioned, the wound should heal completely. Understood?
Yeah.
Stay with me. Go into the survival viewer and treat those wounds.
Alright, guess I'm gonna die again because I didn't take in everything she said. I took in some of it, but yeah. I guess I'll deal with the bone first. So I use this to help with the joint. And then I put bandages on, right, okay. Wow, there is a lot of shit here I need to help heal myself with. Or deal with. Suffering from a deep cut, bleeding, no bandage applied, not disinfected. Venom poisoning, right, okay then. And antidote? No. How do I unselect? Oh wait a minute, am I supposed to use bandages? Right. Oh, here we go. And disinfectant. Am I doing this right? Ah, okay, right. So I am doing it correct. Right, let's do that again. Bandage. Septic, disinfectant, and suture kit. So I just need to keep doing that. This is a weird mechanic. And one more. There we go. Could you imagine having the know-how to be able to, like, completely surgically heal yourself like that? Oh fuck. He's gonna pop it back in. Oh! Oh. As soon as I saw him put that little bit of wood in his mouth, I knew he was gonna do that. Needed something to bite down on so that he could, like, endure the pain. So even though I've not made much progress in 2 hours, I'm going to play this for like another, I don't know, 30-40 minutes. So we're going to do close to 3 hours of this, and then we'll do some Shovel Knight. Despite my suckage, I'm quite enjoying it so far. It's been fun to like go through.
Good job, Snake.
We're coming to get you now. Just stay where you are. We'll drop a recovery balloon. Can you set it up?
We'll give you a photon. That's what those things are called, right? I don't know why the RB button lets me see the water, but okay. It lets you look around so I can like use the analog stick as well. There goes not Metal Gear. I can't use the RB button all the time though, only when the game prompts me to. That could have been a moment where I could have like looked in first person to see the helicopter flying by, but okay. Again, I wish I could set the controller down on the table. That's like a pet peeve of mine for like streaming. When a cutscene like vibrates the controller. Because I tend to like not holding the controller when I'm watching something. I would rather have the controller not do anything during that. But that's, again, it's just a pet peeve. Not a deal breaker by any means. Just a minor nuisance.
Excellent. A great success. Thanks to the boss and her cobras, I have both Sokolov and the Shagohod.
What are we going to do with the girl?
Who is she?
Apparently she's Sokolov's woman.
Nice catch. I'll take her. Not so fast, my dear. A kiss of death?
Are you KGB?
We may be able to use her. Spunk.
Shall we take her back to the base?
Perhaps we should. We have no further use for Sokolov's research facility. I think it's time I gave this marvelous new toy a try.
Colonel, even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
It won't be me that pulled the trigger. It'll be our friend, the American defector.
You're going to nuke your fellow Russians?
Remember the Alamo.
Colonel!
Yeah, it does kind of look like a Nerf gun, doesn't it? Despite being half dead, I somehow survived that. Oh yeah, I don't know if they're still doing it, but when I started streaming tonight, I think Awesome Games Done Quick were actually speedrunning this game, which is funny. But I didn't really plan that. I was actually going to play this tonight anyway. But yeah, I don't know if they're still speedrunning it. Obviously, I don't want to check because potential spoilers. They started like 2 hours ago. Right, so yeah, I'll play for another 30 or 40 minutes, I guess. Like, we haven't even seen the credits scroll, like the intro credit scroll yet. So here we go. Time for Konami to fucking copyright claim this song. Hooray! If anyone is watching the VOD right now and the music goes silent when I'm not speaking, that's the reason. Because if this video gets blocked worldwide, then you can't really see the video then, can you? Thanks, Konami. So yeah, I've heard this song already. It's one of the songs in Smash Bros. As well. Try R1. Oh, that's cool. It's like a chorus thing. If you spam it, it sounds like a snake. Do you remember the days when Kojima could actually make works of art under Konami's umbrella and they wouldn't, like, basically shit on his work? I miss those days. Alright, I'll stop that. Yeah, I was gonna say the song sounds very James Bond. It's obvious that the inspiration comes from that. Really good. Right, so let's play for a little bit longer. 1 week later.
Currently flying over the Arctic Ocean, altitude 30,000 feet, approaching Soviet airspace. Arriving at the designated drone launch point. Drone oil pressure and voltage are nominal. Payload oxygen supply is nominal. Power supply to payload antifreeze system shows no problems. No gusts. All systems go for drone detachment.
Snake, we can't risk a halo jump this time around. Airspace security has gotten tighter since we were last here. We can't get as close to the ground as we did during the Virtuous mission.
RB.
So instead, we'll be using one of our newest weapons.
Oh, okay then. I can zoom in.
On par with Aaron Shepard.
Nice eye.
This is our last chance. Show your patience.
Can I do this on any cutscene, or is it just this one?
You'll be back in a hospital bed again, waiting for the firing squad.
You can do it on any cutscene.
So how does it feel to be a patient in one of the most advanced ICUs in the world?
Would you do me a favor and tell the suits about visiting hours? I'll never get better with them assaulting me day and night with their questions.
Must be part of the top brass's inquiry.
More like an interrogation. According to them, I'm a traitor and an accomplice to the boss's defection.
They're just looking for a scapegoat.
Does that mean they're after you, too?
Let's just say neither one of us is going to be made a national hero out of this.
Does this mean Fox is going to die?
No. This fox is still one step ahead of the hounds. The reason I came to see you today, Jack, it's time for Fox to clear its name.
What are you talking about?
The situation has changed. We've still got a chance to come out of this one alive.
Yeah, what kind of chance?
I see what you did
Don't
there.
get too excited. Here, have a cigar. It's Cuban.
I guess I can set my controller down now because no action's going to be happening during this sequence. So that's cool.
This morning, I had a meeting with the CIA.
They decided when they're going to execute us?
No. Something even bigger.
Alright, time to pick the controller back
Yesterday,
up again.
the White House
Oh, never
received
mind.
an unexpected
It's just more stock footage with no rumble.
President Johnson?
Yes, I hear you, Mr. Chairman.
It was a hotline call from Khrushchev to President Johnson.
From the head of the Soviet Union?
That's right.
A few days ago,
I say I was going to play this game for another 30 minutes, but it's more like watching for another 30 minutes.
754 was
Oh well.
destroyed in a nuclear explosion.
I'm fine with that.
At about the same time, our anti-aircraft radar picked up a signature that appeared to come from one of your military aircraft. Does any of this sound familiar to you? In retaliation, I have placed our armed forces on secondary alert. Depending on your response, I may be left with no choice but to order the military to maximum alert and unleash Armageddon. With the help of your predecessor, I was able to survive the Cuban incident. But my power is not as great as it once was. If I am to survive this crisis, I must have your full cooperation.
I should have contacted you myself. Did you know that one of our soldiers defected to your country a week ago?
No.
So you haven't heard then. The man who arranged the defection was a GRU colonel by the name of Yevgeny Borosovich Volgin.
Volgin? Of the Brezhnev faction. Go on. Who is the soldier?
Her name is the Boss. She's a living legend. During World War II, she was the one who led us to victory in that war. In Russia, you know her as Voyevoda.
You mean the Boss? The mother of your special forces?
Yes, that's the one. And she took 2 miniature nuclear shells along with her.
The Boss took 2 miniature nuclear shells.
I'm afraid so. I believe they were a gift for her new hosts. The Davy Crockett Atomic Battle Group delivery system was completed 2 years ago. But serious problems were found with the launcher's range and precision. Although they were mass-produced, they've never been deployed in battle.
But Sokolov's research facility was completely wiped out. The whole area is polluted.
I can only offer you my deepest condolences over this terrible tragedy.
So, the Boss, with Colonel Volgin's help, stole 2 experimental nuclear shells and took them with her as gift when she defected. Then, shortly thereafter, Sokolov's design lab, a top-secret military research facility, was destroyed by one of these weapons. Am I right so far?
Yes, that's correct.
And the American government denies any involvement in the affair. Is that right as well?
That's correct. We were not involved in any way.
Then what was a U.S. military aircraft doing on our radar screen? It was clearly in violation of our airspace. And yet you say it was not acting under your orders.
That's correct.
You expect me to believe that this was all the work of a single soldier?
I don't know what else to tell you.
The Army insists that this is all a ploy on your part.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. Our government had nothing to do with it.
And I would like dearly to believe you. However, I'm afraid my power over the military has weakened since the Cuban incident.
I will need some kind of proof that this was not the action of the American government. You have 1 week. You must catch the boss yourselves and recover the remaining nuclear device. Then, you must find some way to prove your innocence.
Prove our innocence?
Yes, preferably something painful. Prove to me that this is not merely another one of your tricks.
The boss should be close to Colonel Volgin. How about a little co-action?
I would not expect too much if I were you. The political situation here is unstable. And Colonel Volgin is a member of the Brezhnev faction, which seeks to topple my government. 1 week. You have only 1 week. And if it is not too much to ask, do something about Volgin as well.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It means nothing. Call it a modest gentleman's agreement to ensure our continued relationship.
What if we can't prove our innocence?
Then I will be unable to restrain the military. I will be ousted, and they will seek their revenge.
A nuclear attack on the United States?
I leave the disposal of this situation entirely to your discretion, Mr. President.
Disposal?
If you fail, it will mean the beginning of a new world war.
To put it simply, in order to avoid a full-scale nuclear conflict, we have to prove that America was not involved in that explosion.
And eliminating the boss ourselves will prove America's innocence?
Right. The higher-ups have decided that you're the only one capable of pulling this off. You were her last apprentice. Screw this one up, and we'll both be 6 feet under. There's no choice.
Are the Russians going to be helping us?
The KGB has promised to lend us one of their communications satellites so that you and I can talk to each other.
Or we're going to get to see ourselves get deployed in first person. That's going to be cool.
In touch with a couple of insiders.
Insiders?
There was a defection
Look
in
up.
September
Too late.
1960. Do you remember it?
You mean the 2 NSA codebreakers who went over to the Soviet Union?
Precisely. Since then, they've apparently been training with the KGB.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Situation.
RB doesn't work.
Code names are Adam and Eva. I've been told that
I can do
Adam
this,
has
though.
infiltrated Volgin's ranks. We've also arranged for him to provide you with an escape route. You'll need to rendezvous with him when you get there.
I'm guessing there's some Easter egg just off of the camera there. I don't know if I'll get a chance to see it now.
Control. Unidentified aircraft detected. Altitude 30,000 feet. It's fast. Estimated airspeed exceeding Mach 3. Bearing south. I'm about to lose it.
Yeah, I didn't realise there was like an Easter egg. Oh, I think I see it. I kind of see it a little bit. Some girl's face, I'm not sure who that is. I'll just do like 5 forward rolls.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. Glad to see you landed safely.
I got blown pretty far off target.
Snake, let's go over your mission objectives one more time. Rescue Sokolov. Find out what's happened to the Shagohod, then destroy it. And finally, eliminate the boss.
Eliminate the boss.
This mission will be codenamed Operation Snake Eater.
Because I'll be taking on the boss in our Cobra unit, right?
Don't forget about Colonel Volgin.
I'm not a hired killer.
I know, but that was the Kremlin's demand.
Demand? You mean it wasn't just a request? What's it to us if the Khrushchev regime is threatened by the Colonel and his faction?
If supporting the current regime helps us avoid a nuclear exchange, then that's what we'll do.
And what are the CIA's demands?
Our priorities are the rescue of Sokolov and the destruction of the Shagohod.
Roger that, Major Tom.
Hold on, Snake.
What now?
I'm changing my codename. It turns out Tom wasn't the most auspicious choice.
What do you mean?
Well, the truth is, when I chose my codename, I picked the wrong one.
The wrong one?
Did you ever see the movie The Great Escape? It came out last year.
Oh, must have missed that one.
Anyway, it's based on a true story about prisoners who escaped from a POW camp in Nazi Germany. The prisoners dig 3 tunnels as part of their plan, but the Nazis find 2 of the tunnels before they're finished. The prisoners succeed in escaping by using the last remaining tunnel. The names of those 3 tunnels were Dick, Harry, and Tom.
I get it. You used the name of the tunnel they escaped in as your code name because you thought it would bring you good luck.
Yes, that's exactly right. At least, that was the plan.
But
I got the name wrong. The one they escaped in was Harry. Tom was one of the unlucky tunnels. It was discovered by the Nazis before it was finished. I watched the movie again just to make sure. In fact, I even ordered the actual film from the movie company.
yeah, it doesn't sound like the greatest name to use. So what should I call you?
You know, let's just use Zero, like we've been doing all along.
All right, then. Major Zero it is. We'll start over from square one.
From square zero. My frequency is 140.85. Oh, I almost forgot. Paramedic is with us again on this mission.
Is this her last chance, too?
If we fail, she'll have her medical license revoked. It's more or less the same kind of fate. Her frequency is the same as during the Virtuous mission, 145.73. She'll be recording your mission data as well, just like the last time. That frequency is also the same, 140.96. And there's one more person on your support team. His name is Mr. Sigint. He's an expert on the latest in weapons and equipment technology. You'll be going up against some of the world's most advanced weaponry when you infiltrate the research facility. If you have any questions, just ask him. His frequency is 148.41.
Mr. Sigint. Got it.
Adam, your KGB contact, is waiting for you at the abandoned factory up ahead.
The same factory Sokolov was being held in last week.
Yes, meet up with Adam first. He's cleared the way for you to rescue Sokolov.
How will I know this Adam guy when I see him?
You'll know once you reach the factory. The whole area's been polluted by the fallout from that nuclear blast. No one else would dare come close. The password is, "Who are the Patriots?" and "Lali Lulelo."
Lali Lulelo. Gotcha.
Lali
You've been
Lulelo.
equipped with a 45 for this mission. Be careful, it's noisy.
I thought standard Fox procedure was procure on-site weapons acquisition.
The circumstances are different this time. You're now on an official mission for the United States government. It would be necessary to make your presence known to a certain extent, to the Khrushchev regime at the very least. But remember, this is still a sneaking mission. Snake, if you fail this mission, it will mean an all-out nuclear war. Keep that in mind and proceed with extreme caution.
Understood. Commencing Operation Snake Eater.
In other words, I'm gonna get caught and get killed in within 5 minutes. Standard procedure when it comes to me playing this game. I should probably change my camouflage to something more fitting. Oh, it turns out this is the best one. What about face? I've got an actual gun now. Does my gun have a silencer on it? Doesn't seem like it. Oh, okay. Right, now it's got a silencer. I'm not going to save just yet, because if I die I start back at the area that I've just got into. I'll save in like 30 minutes. Actually make that 15 minutes, I didn't realise that cutscene was that long. I do want to move on to Shovel Knight soon, but I do want to give this game a bit more time. Beyond just watching cutscenes. Speaking of... Was that a horse? Yeah, that did sound like a horse actually. Wasn't expecting to run into one of those here. Alright, time to eat it. It'll give a solid 3 horse eater.
Looks like death wasn't ready for you yet.
There's boss.
Boss. That arm still hurt?
What are you doing here?
Go home. Go home. Gru and my sons are waiting up ahead. You don't have a prayer of finishing your mission. You're not even armed.
Boss!
I'm not your boss anymore. There's nothing for you here. Go home. Go back to your boss. There's no need to prove that you are virtuous here.
Is that a fucking grenade launcher she's got, or is that... Oh no, it's like a machine gun. Couldn't tell you what kind of weapon, like, what the name of that weapon is, though, because I've never seen a machine gun like that.
That should stir things up a bit. You'd better hurry.
Oh, RB.
The border is 60
What the
miles
fuck was
south
that?
of here. You ought to be able to run that
So I
car.
was a bit too slow to react there because I was changing the volume for a moment.
Why'd you defect?
I didn't. I'm loyal to the end, to my purpose. What about you, Jack? What's it going to be? Loyalty to your country or loyalty to me? Your country or your old mentor? The mission or your beliefs? Your duty to your unit or your personal feelings? You don't know the truth yet. But sooner or later you'll have to choose. I don't expect you to forgive me. But you can't defeat me either. You know me too well. Just look at that bandana. If you can't put the past behind you, you won't survive long. If we meet again, I'll kill you. Now, go home.
Guess I'm gonna have to perform surgery on my fucking hand now.
This is Snake. Major Zero.
I read you, Snake.
I was ambushed by the boss.
You were what?
The drone's been shot to hell. It's up in flames.
That's not good. Enemy scouts are going to come looking for you.
Yeah, I know. But what was the boss doing here in the first place? There's got to be a leak somewhere.
No, that's impossible. The man the boss is working with, Volgin, isn't exactly on speaking terms with Khrushchev.
I lost my gun. The boss destroyed it.
Snake, I know how you're feeling. It's hard for me to believe, too, that a legendary hero like the boss would go over to the Russians. That she'd double-cross us like this. But that's how it is, and if you don't accept it, you'll never be able to beat her.
That's not the problem. In terms of sheer technique, I'll never be able to beat her. I know that all too well.
You've got to do it, Snake. She's your enemy and your objective.
Enemy? We were together for 10 years, and now you tell me she's my enemy?
Enough. Hurry to the factory where Adam is waiting. Scouts have probably already been sent out to investigate the explosion. You've lost your weapon, right? That means you've got no chance of winning in a battle situation. Whatever you do, don't let them see you.
Yeah, I wouldn't hold my breath on that, Major Dick. I mean, Major Zero. I don't know if I need to cure my hand. Oh no, it's fine. Despite being fucking stomped by a 400-pound horse's foot, it's fine.
What's this? HQ? HQ.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. We have evidence of an enemy intruder. Commence alert formation.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
Yeah, I'm just gonna chill in here for now. Motion D takes up battery. Oh shit, there's a battery system? Yeah, I'm gonna turn that off for now. I'm just gonna wait for this caution thing to run out first. Just another 30 seconds of this. I mean, even if it says 30, it's a little bit more than 30 seconds. The seconds are going down a bit slower than usual. I would say maybe more like 35 or 40 seconds from 30. I hope they leave or they retreat to another position once the caution is over. Riveting gameplay, I'm sure. Two over to my right and one on the left.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. No problems detected.
Understood. Return to your position.
Shit. Don't do that. I'm trying to position myself. There we go. Just gonna turn that off for now. I'm guessing I can recharge that at some point, hopefully. Ah, fuck. Yeah, this camera is way better. Where's my destination? I hope this is the right way. Oh, God damn it, Xbox, please. Yeah, I don't know if that's... It might be a problem with my controller, I don't know, that happens sometimes. Yeah, let's get rid of that now. If you get the chance, sneak up on someone and hold the circle button while not moving the stick. It's like the chokehold from MGS1. Right, I'll try to remember that for later. I don't know if I'm going backwards or if I'm going forwards. I guess I'm going forward because I wasn't at this part before. Just looking for alligators before I cross the quicksand. Oh, Jesus! I didn't actually see that. Fuck! You dick. That's a major dick right there. I genuinely... Why can't I say that word? Genuinely? I genuinely didn't see that alligator sitting right there. 100% fucking camouflage. I think there was one in there as well. Let me see where the next area is, because it's kind of hard to see. Oops. Wrong button. It's kind of hard to see where the paths are, because it's like dark and all green. Right, I think I see where I'm going now. Camo index 100%. More like camo index 5000%. Trying to get around him. Don't want to get tail whipped. There we go. I'd look for snakes, but I can't really see anything in the dark with the grass sticking out like this. Do I still have my snake rations from before? Or do I need to start anew? Nah, I just have that. Okay then. I'll need to look for some more rations, like more snake meat. And possibly rat meat. I never even tried the rat meat. Not that it matters anymore, but... I guess I'll be eating more than just snakes in this game in terms of like animals. So wait, did the small dots indicate... Is that like an animal there? Oh yeah, that's what that means. I thought the dot indicated like a human, but it's actually an animal nearby. I think I hear a goat. I hear something. Wait, can I go? Hang on. Can I go through that? Nah. It looks like you can go through that, but he just stands up as soon as I approach it.
Yo! You're Snake, aren't you?
And you're Sigint?
None other.
I heard that you're an expert on weapons, equipment, and cutting-edge technology.
Close.
Huh?
I am the expert on weapons, equipment, and cutting-edge technology.
Ah.
I'm the guy that designed your trank gun, active sonar, and motion detector. If you want to know anything about weapons or equipment you find in the field, just send me a message and ask. Later.
He sounds so fucking casual for somebody that's like helping me on this top secret mission.
Paramedic.
Snake, it's so good to hear from you again.
Same here. It's been a week, hasn't it?
4 days, actually.
Huh?
I visited you in the hospital. You were still unconscious, though.
Then you must have seen me naked.
Yeah, but you were all wrapped up in bandages and tubes, so I couldn't do anything but look.
Better luck next time.
Let's hope so. But seriously, don't forget that you were like that until just yesterday. In fact, you really shouldn't even be on this mission. Keep an eye on your stamina gauge. If you start to run low, don't push yourself. Eat something to replenish your stamina. And try not to get yourself hurt. If you're wounded or get bitten by a venomous animal, go into the survival viewer immediately and treat yourself using Cure.
Yeah. I can see you still know how to nag.
You're welcome. And I can see you still don't know when to keep your mouth shut.
Maybe so. By the way, I heard you're going to lose your medical license if this mission fails.
Yes, there was talk of that, but the mission won't fail, will it?
Of course not.
Good. I believe in you. But you know what? I really don't care about my medical license.
Didn't they use that to force you to participate in this operation?
No, I volunteered.
Why?
So that I could watch over you.
Huh.
Snake, you're the best agent I've ever seen. But you push yourself too hard. You're reckless. Someone has to stop you from getting into trouble, to make sure you and the boss don't kill each other. So that's why I volunteered. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better guardian angel than me, right?
Thanks.
Stop right there.
Huh?
You can thank me when you get back.
All right.
I hope she doesn't mind losing her medical license like 50 times, because that's how many times I'm going to fail the mission before I succeed. Oh, wait a minute. I see something. Ah. Yeah, I keep forgetting that the Y button, or the triangle button, is the action button. Nothing up there. Is there something... Sorry, is there something I'm missing here? Because I don't know how to cross that. Let me check the map. If I press the pause button and not the select button. Oh, there's a path off to the side there. I didn't see that. Kind of. I don't know if I'm facing... Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna get lost a little bit at stand. Don't mind me. Am I going... Is this the dead end, or... Yeah, I'm lost already. Yeah, there's like a white outline, like, the white outline... How do I zoom in? Why? Yeah, the white outline is, like, not showing there, which indicates I could maybe go in that direction, but... It's the dead end. Right, okay then. Oh, that's cool, that recharges over time. Yeah, I thought that battery was like, until you find like a new battery or something, but no, the battery comes back after a while. Is that butterflies? Can I eat butterflies? I guess not. I don't think you want butterflies in your stomach for this mission though, so that probably makes sense. Yeah, I've got to go through this again, unfortunately. I see that alligator there, but I don't know if there's like another one sitting back here. Yeah, there's one. God damn, it's really difficult to see things here. I guess that's the point. Like, you really have to be super observant to avoid shit. Let me just check where I'm facing right now. Right, okay, it's this way. I wish there was like a map I could bring up like more regularly. Like without having to go into the pause screen. It works, I guess. Right, so I don't know if I'm gonna... I didn't catch the name of the guy that I'm supposed to rendezvous with near the factory, but I don't know if I'll get that far tonight. I'm only gonna play this for like another 5 minutes. I'm sure next time I play this there'll be a lot more gameplay and a lot less cutscenes. I feel like I should have gotten... Wait a minute, did I just double back? Shit. Sorry. Again, that's why I wish the map was always on the screen, or at least there was like some way to bring the map on screen. Rather than have to rely on pausing and then like looking at it. But let me look at the map this time just so I can see exactly which direction I'm going. Is it north? Yeah, I'm going north. Oh, that's what that red line on the radar's for, it's north. Right, okay, that kinda helps. Somehow I missed that path right there. Technically I'm like streaming another Kojima game at the moment. Or at least I was for a while, but then I had that cold so I couldn't stream much. I'm playing Death Stranding. Not super crazy about it just yet, I've only played like 2 sessions of it. Apparently it gets better, but I'm not exactly getting the same vibes from that I get from an MGS game. I wonder if I can slash crows if I'm quick enough. I wonder. Shit. Alright, time to take some food. Well, it's not tasty. Oh wow, we actually get to see... Yeah, there's a little clip showing me eating it. Wow. It's not tasty, but it's giant, so theoretically it should give me more stamina than the other one. I can't believe it's actually showing me eating the fucking thing in detail.
That's tasty.
Got another snake in place of that. Oh, oh. What was that noise? Didn't realise there was an enemy standing over there.
There's nobody here.
I don't know why I keep pressing select. I want to check the map. In most video games the select button would be the map screen, but here it's not. Right, I'm gonna go right, I guess. Really? Yeah, stand up!
Who's that?
Dude, what the fuck? Piss off. Come here, you. Yeah, fuck this noise. Might as well take some of their stuff. Wow, I'm running out of stamina fast. So I'm going... Which direction am I going? North or south? I'm going north, correct? King Cobra. Right, but before I consume that, might as well get some information on it.
Snake, unlike the Virtuous mission, this is a night operation. You'll be encountering nocturnal animals that you didn't encounter your last mission. Some of them are venomous, like the king cobra, so be careful. If you get bitten by a venomous animal, the poison will spread through your body and rapidly drain your life gauge. If that's the case, go into the cure screen in Survival Viewer immediately and inject yourself with serum. Got it?
Oh, wait a minute, she didn't tell me what it tastes like though. Let me try calling her again.
Snake, look at your body.
Yep, looking good.
Not there.
Then where?
See the leeches?
Leeches?
Yeah, you've got leeches all over you. Leeches will sometimes attach themselves to you if you spend a long time in the water or the swamp. When you've got leeches on you, they'll suck your blood, causing you to lose stamina. You should
so
get
that's
rid of
why
them
I'm
as
running
soon
out
as
fast?
possible. To get rid of leeches, go into Cure in the Survival Viewer and press your cigar into them. Or, if you use the insecticidal bug juice ahead of time, the leeches won't bother you as long as the bug juice is in effect.
Okay then. Yeah, I was wondering why my stamina was already this low. Let me go fix that. Right, now consume... Oh, wait a minute, she hasn't told me yet. She's still not telling me about that. Right, hopefully this time she'll tell me what it tastes like.
I see you've caught a king cobra.
There we go.
The king cobra is the world's largest venomous snake. Its large size means that it has a lot of venom to inject. One bite is supposedly enough to kill an elephant. And it's extremely vicious as well, so watch out. If you get bitten by a king cobra and injected with venom, your life will start to decrease rapidly. As soon as you're bitten, go into the Survival Viewer and use Cure to give yourself a serum injection. The king cobra's diet consists mostly of other snakes. Be careful, or you might end up as its next meal.
Got it. So...
What? How does it taste?
Yep.
Ugh. It seems you're the one whose diet consists of other snakes.
You're making me blush.
The guide says they taste just fine. Ugh.
Alright then. Let's consume a king cobra, I guess.
Pretty tasty.
There is a lot of management you have to do here, I guess. Right, so we're heading south. Or north, sorry. We're heading north, upwards. Yeah, get used to me pressing the select button a lot because I keep thinking select is the map screen. Because that's what most conventional video games would have you do. But yeah, we're heading northwards. I think that's where the factory is. Oh, is that a snake? Oh no, that's a guy. Come on. How much you want to bet he'll wake up before I finish him off? Wow, really? Okay, there we go. There we go. Right, let's move on. I don't want to spend any longer than I have to in this area. Gotta be careful in case there's snakes in the grass. I haven't been bitten by a snake yet, but knowing me, that's probably going to happen at some point. I didn't even see the guy that said what the... Ah! What the fuck? Stand up. So it's hold the circle button, if I recall correctly. Oh, Ja! Nope, he's gone. I don't think he alerted anybody though, even though we're in the alert stage. Ah, shit, really? Yeah, I seem to fall off quite easily when I do that. Let's just walk a little bit. Stay as close to the middle as possible. Don't know if I can pick up mushrooms. No, I guess not. No one in sight. do like that they have the Russian name for the next location as well, and not just English. Can't tell if that's a soldier or if that's an animal. Might be an animal. Yeah, I think that's an animal. See if I can get this other snake as well. I might be able to get some rats while I'm at it. I see it. Nice. I was kind of worried there because it was facing right at me. I thought it was going to bite me there. Let's go under the building again and see if we can catch some rats while we're at it. Oh god, I'm going to see Snake eating a rat at some point. I just realised. Get back here, you. I do like the survival aspect of this game, it's pretty cool. It adds a whole different dimension to the Metal Gear Solid formula. I don't know if MGS4 does this shit, but MGS5 doesn't do this. I've played a little bit of MGS5. I never came close to finishing it, but I played it on Steam when it first came out. I'll probably revisit that game and do a full playthrough on stream eventually. But again, the key word there is being eventually, so don't expect that anytime soon. Metal Gear Solid 5 is pretty good. I couldn't tell you if the story is good because a lot of the story tends to go over my head because it's like really fucking deep, complex, genius Kajumbo stuff. But the gameplay is good, and I like gameplay, so there's that. Gameplay in this is good as well, I just suck at stealth. MGS5 has this mechanic that's turned on by default where if you get caught by someone, you go into like slow motion first person aiming for like 5 seconds so that you can like basically trank or kill them before they alert the guards. So in that case it makes it much more accessible to me because again I suck at stealth. I think I got all the rats and snakes in this area. Right, so let's look at the map and not look at the codec screen. Yeah, sorry if I keep pressing the select button, I keep forgetting. Right, guess I'll continue heading northward then. I think I'll stop at the next screen unless a cutscene happens, in which case we'll stop after the next cutscene. I should probably check the building first to see if there's any like leftover, you know, items and shit. Because nobody's here, there's no guards, there's nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of that radar now, I've got everything. That radar thing can recharge itself while I do this. Unfortunately, oh, there's a thing. I was gonna say, unfortunately, no supply sitting there. C-box? Oh, is that a box to hide in? So they do have boxes in this game. It wouldn't be a Metal Gear Solid game without having a box to hide in. I'm glad I checked that spot there, I could have easily missed that. Right, we might as well see... Said to be edible, taste unknown. We might as well see this. Oh, never mind. I might as well consume another one then, since that only does about 1/4. There we go. Yeah, for some reason you don't see Snake eating that. Oh, what's this? Hang on. I see something in there. What the fuck is that? It's like a little frog? Is that an Easter egg? I'm guessing the 3DS version puts like a Nintendo character in there or something. Weird. I like the running animation up the stairs. Yeah, there's nothing sitting up here. Oh wait, there is. Oh, nice. AK-47. I'm sure that's going to come in very handy now I can actually defend myself. Right, well I don't have the shotgun anymore, but at least I've got that. All I need now is a good... In fact, you know what? Let's, this time I press start instead of select. Let's talk to the weapons expert, why not? See what he has to say.
Sounds like the Cobra unit's members' names came from the specific emotions they each carry into battle.
Emotions?
Yeah. For unbearable torment, the pain. For true oblivion, the end. For infinite rage, the fury. For absolute terror, the fear. And for unsurpassed bliss, the joy.
The joy?
It's another name for the boss, because of the joy she feels in battle, I suppose.
Ah.
During the war, she had a partner named the Sorrow. Sorrow and joy. They say there couldn't have been a more perfect pair. The Davy Crockett's that the boss took with her when she defected are mortars that fire nuclear warheads. They're named after Davy Crockett, the hero who died defending the Alamo in the Texan War of Independence.
Remember the Alamo?
That's right. The warheads are equivalent to between 10 and 20 tons of TNT. Every building within 150 yards of the hypocenter is completely obliterated. But the warheads the boss had with her were some kind of experimental super bomb. So they're actually even more powerful than that. I don't even want to think about what would happen if she used it again. Snake, you know what you have to do.
Yeah, I know.
You're wearing the tiger stripe pattern camouflage, huh? Tiger stripe is a forest camouflage. As you may have guessed by the name, it mimics the stripe pattern on a tiger's coat.
When are we going to get to AK-47
It was originally
talk?
worn by South Vietnamese Marines. Then it caught the attention of an American military advisor, and now they're thinking of introducing it into all kinds of special forces units. It works best in places with lots of trees and grass, but it should blend in with dirt and mud, too. So, you're wearing woodland face paint. The woodland paint is most effective in forest environments. It'll work best.
I love
if you
that he's
use it when
talking about
infiltrating
everything
forest
except for the
areas.
weapon I just picked up right now. He's bound to do it eventually.
Pattern clothing, face paint, tactical movements. These are the elements of camouflage that will allow you to deceive your enemy. To camouflage yourself, first press the start button to check out the survival. Your field uniform is not... Covering your body is a good...
Wait, does he talk I thought that was the weapons expert. Am I calling the wrong person?
The camo index located...
Okay, never mind. Yeah, he's just telling me generic, like, stealth stuff. I thought he was going to tell me about the AK-47 and shit, but never mind. Doesn't seem to be doing that. Right, let's, I'm just going to check one last corner of this building on the other side, and then we'll move on. Oh, right. Okay, nothing over there, so... He only tells you if it's in your hands. I guess that makes sense. Oh yeah, I've got grenades and shit as well. Might as well put them in my inventory.
Got yourself an AK-47, huh? The AK-47 is the official assault rifle of the Soviet Army. The first model was completed in 1946, and in '49, it beat out all its competitors to become the standard assault rifle of the Soviet military. It uses 7.62mm by 39 rounds developed in 1943, and a 30-round box magazine originally designed for a different assault rifle. You can aim it from the shoulder by equipping it in first-person view and holding down the aim button. It's sturdy and extremely reliable with high power and precision. There's no better assault rifle in the world.
Alright. Again, it's good that I've got something to defend myself with now that I don't have a pistol anymore. Can't go that way, can I? Where am I supposed to be going? Oh, wait a minute, am I supposed to break that with this? Face zombie, is that a new face paint? Check that real quick. Yep. I mean, it's negative camo, but that's cool looking. Yeah, we'll keep that on for a little bit, why not? Even though it's not going to help any, but it looks nice. Shit, what button was that again? The action button? Guess that'll break the gate, maybe. Nope. Which direction am I supposed to head from here? Because I don't know where I'm going. Unless it's this barrel that breaks it. Oh. Never mind. Yeah, I'm trying to like jump over it, that doesn't work. Oh. Okay, so what now? Oh, I can actually go in here. Maybe I can find something in here, in this room. Nope. Seems empty. How do you open... Can I open locker doors in this game, or is that the last game? Nah, I can't seem to open it. I'm trying the action button, it's not working. Alright, never mind. Oh, you have to go in and then come out and then something happens. I guess that makes sense? Question mark? Oh, that's cool. We're gonna get to see his face mask during this cutscene. That looks awesome. I like that.
Sorry I'm late.
Cut the engine. They'll hear us.
Are you the agent they sent?
Are you Adam? I thought you were supposed to be a man.
Adam couldn't make it.
All right, say the password. Who are the Patriots? Who are the Patriots? Answer me! Trapped.
Don't!
Get done!
There is your answer.
Wow, her physics. Did you see the health spazzing there for a moment? I mean, it still kind of is, but it was like especially spazzing when she was taking the helmet off. Oh. Okay then.
The name's Eva.
Why, Snake? Why would you look right there? I mean, I know why, but... You know, I was going to make a joke about Solid Snake, but it's too easy.
What happened to Adam?
What's your code name?
It's Snake.
Snake, huh? Well, I'm Eva. Are you here to tempt me?
Yeah, Major Dick would have been a better joke than Solid Snake, I guess.
What happened to Adam?
Right, so I guess after this cutscene I'm going to save.
He decided Adam wasn't the right person for this mission.
I say cutscene, but this could be like a string of another 20 minutes of cutscenes,
Yes.
so strap in, I guess.
Because I can do things he can't.
I heard you used to be a codebreaker for the NSA.
I was. 4 years ago, I defected to the Soviet Union with Adam.
Mauser military. The broom handle.
It packs quite a punch. Nice to have when you're on a bike.
You held it sideways and used the muzzle jump to create a horizontal sweep. That was impressive.
Bet you've never seen that technique in the West.
It's imitation, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a Chinese Type 17 pistol. Around here, even that's hard to come by. Don't worry, though. The one I've got for you is American-made.
Oh, is this where this meme comes from? I think I know this meme.
45, huh?
He gets really obsessed with the gun. Yeah, I remember seeing this.
The ramp is polished to a mirror sheen. The slide's been reinforced, and the interlock with the frame is tightened for
God damn it,
added
controller.
precision.
Why would you do that to me now?
The sight system is original too. The thumb safety is extended to make it easier on the finger. A long type trigger with non-slip grooves. A ring hammer. The base of the trigger guard's been filed down for a higher grip. And not only that, nearly every part of this gun has been expertly crafted and customized.
I think he's becoming even more of a Solid Snake to the gun than the women's boobies.
Where'd you get something like this?
I grabbed it from a Western munitions.
How am I
armory.
playing this? Xbox
It
One.
probably used to belong to one of your officers.
My controller has a
and there
weird
are
issue
more
where it
where that
randomly
came from.
disconnects. I think it's my controller that's the issue.
You had this with you, didn't you? Better take this too.
What's that?
A disguise to make you look like a scientist.
A disguise?
Yes. You're here to rescue Sokolov, right?
Sokolov's still safe then.
Yeah, you can play this on the
He's being
Xbox One.
forced to continue his work on the Shagohod.
I'd show you right now, but I don't want to
At
interrupt the
lab.
cutscene.
They've got a whole army of scientists there developing new weapons. Security is tight, but if you disguise yourself as a scientist, you might be able to sneak in.
I do have a 360, but it's a pain in the ass to set up, so I use my
Can we
Xbox
get
One if I
Sokolov
can.
out of there?
We'll see, won't we?
Tell me how to get to the lab.
By the way, this is a blind
Safest way in this
playthrough,
one
so no spoilers, please.
First, you'll need to head north through the
But yeah,
jungle.
MGS2 and MGS3 are on the Xbox One backwards compatibility thing, so you can play the Xbox 360 versions through that.
And there will be a large crevice. Descend into that area and you'll reach a cave. Move through the cave and you will arrive at a mangrove swamp. After the swamp, there'll be a warehouse. Make your way through the warehouse and you'll come out just south of the lab.
Got it.
And just what are you doing there?
In close-range combat, a knife can sometimes be more useful than a gun. By doing this, I'll be able to hold a knife at the same time and still keep the gun steady. That way, I can instantly switch between a gun battle and a knife fight.
It's not called the HD collection, it's just called Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3.
What now?
I'll show you in a minute. I'm about to wrap up, so I'll show you after this cutscene. Again, I would show you the Xbox One menu, but I don't want to interrupt the cutscene itself because it pauses and stuff.
There's still an hour before dawn. It's dangerous to be out in the jungle at night without a guide.
What about you?
I have to get back. I can't be gone for too long. They'll start to suspect something. Don't worry. I'll keep you updated over the radio.
That's it?
My orders are to provide you with information. Nothing more.
Sometimes I like to zoom in just to see the detail, I guess.
You look disappointed.
Even though it's a PS2 game, but it's upscaled, so it looks a bit better.
I'll do something special for you.
I mean, the models look really impressive for PlayStation 2.
I'll stand watch until dawn. Now be a good boy and lie down. What's the matter?
I don't know you well enough to trust you.
How well do you have to know me to trust me?
I don't know if I can trust anybody.
I think they do. I mean, the 360 and the Xbox One have, like, pressure-sensitive triggers as well, so I guess.
Gonna get that?
She's right, Snake. You should get some sleep. Although in your condition, you really ought to be back in the ICU. Whenever you save the game and quit, you'll go to sleep. Sleeping allows you to gain back stamina naturally. Depending on how long you sleep, you may also recover naturally from sickness and injury. When you're tired or hurt, the best thing to do is just get some sleep. So do yourself a favor and take a nap. Doctor's orders, okay?
Yeah, okay.
I think that's pretty much the perfect place to stop for now. Right, so I've been playing for like 3.5 hours, it seems like. It won't say that on the game, I don't think. Oh wait, there it is, yeah. 3.5 hours. So I will come back to that within the next few days, probably do that over the weekend. I do have other games that I want to stream tomorrow. So, yeah. Oh yeah, if you haven't seen this, I don't know why my wallpaper is like a close-up face of a Fortnite default, but there you go. Just a weird picture that I took from that version of the game. So, yeah, first impressions, I suck at stealth. I mean, shock horror, right? I've played Metal Gear Solid 1, I've played Metal Gear Solid 2, I'm terrible at stealth. But I do like the gameplay, I like the survival elements. It does add a whole different like dimension, like I said, to the foundation that is the Metal Gear Solid style gameplay. I like the idea that you can like consume snakes and rats and stuff to like keep your stamina up, and then you have to like perform surgery on yourself. Like that's a new thing. Like that's cool. I like that. So I'm looking forward to playing more Metal Gear Solid 3. I'll probably do it within the next couple days. So more or less at the weekend I'll do that.